It's almost been a year since the official announcement for Delta Snake Eater, the long-awaited remake for one of the best games in the series, and the origin story for one of the most important characters in the Metal Gear franchise, Big Boss. We're pretty sure Konami is undergoing some serious pressure to have this remake live up to fans' expectations, and while a large number of the community await this remake with open arms, there's also a significant number of fans that are still skeptical of what to expect. In today's video, we'll be featuring everything you need to know about Delta Snake Eater that's been announced and officially confirmed so far, as well as some interesting details we discovered ourselves along the way, all of which makes us hopeful of this remake's potential. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. You're watching PythonSelkan. Something important which we feel we should start with is that Delta Snake Eater is confirmed to be a faithful recreation of both the original story and game design, as the gameplay is evolved with stunning visuals and a seamless user experience. Speaking in an interview with IGN Japan, Konami further confirmed that the remake will be following the original work, therefore there will be no major changes in the story structure of the game. This also applies to the gameplay itself, and while one can expect certain advancements with the current hardware, Konami seem to be honoring the original in more ways fans may think. One such example is the spinning item boxes, which we spotted in the first in-engine trailer. Even though this style was changed in both MGS4 and MGS5, it appears that the item boxes will be spinning once again in the remake, which continues to show just how faithful they're truly being to the original. Another example is the Kerotan frogs, which we initially spotted in a sneaky tease during the reveal trailer, and which we also saw in the in-engine trailer, as well as in one of the officially released screenshots, both of which appear to be placed in the same locations they once were in the original game. A gameplay feature which was absent from the original was now included as an important addition to this remake, this being the implementation of crouch walking movement in a similar fashion to MGS5, Peace Walker, and MGS4 before them. It's also worth noting that the Nintendo 3DS version of Snake Eater also featured crouch walking movement. Konami explained that the reason they're remaking Snake Eater first is because it depicts the origin story of Big Boss, which is of course the starting point of the Metal Gear series, as well as the fact that many fans have requested the remake of this game for quite a long time. As to why Konami chose the Delta symbol instead of calling it Metal Gear Solid 3, the symbol makes part of the Greek alphabet, and its meaning fits the concept of the remake project, with Konami stating that Delta means change or difference, without changing structure. When it comes to its development team, the game is being made by Konami's internal studio, with Virtuos, a studio that was involved in the production of previous Metal Gear entries, assisting in development as a support studio. Unfortunately, both Hideo Kojima and renowned artist Yoshi Shinkawa will not be involved in the game's development. With regards to the same stuff from the original Snake Eater, Konami revealed that many of them are actually still involved in Delta. Having most of the original stuff is definitely a plus to faithfully recreate this gem of a game. Having said that, it's important to keep in mind that regardless of who's working on this game, Snake Eater will always remain a Hideo Kojima game. Delta Snake Eater utilizes the photorealistic game engine, Unreal Engine 5, which not only makes the game look visually stunning even in pre-alpha stage, but is flawlessly pulling off the realistic details we are seeing already, such as the high level of detail on Snake's character model as he interacts with the environment, to leaves falling off Snake, all the way to little raindrops seen falling on leaves. Other newly implemented details include numerous cuts and bruises that appear on Snake's face following certain injuries, as well as Snake's uniforms being torn upon sustaining damage.
You don't have what it takes to kill me. We'll see.
Konami confirms that the remake will be featuring the same voice recordings from the original Snake Eater. In fact, as Snake climbs back up during this scene, you can actually hear a tease of the voice performance of the one and only David Hayter, in what appears to be the same voice from the original game. Speaking of David Hayter, the legendary voice actor revealed in one of his recent tweets that he was actually able to play the opening of Delta Snake Eater, all the way to the bridge scene, otherwise known as the Virtuous Mission. David had some great feedback to share about his experience, particularly calling it spectacular, in what could be the earliest impressions of the remake so far.
So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
In their recent production hotline event, Konami gave us the first look at Delta's title screen, which as fans may know, looks totally different than the CQC version of the original, and is very much reminiscent of the title screen from Metal Gear Solid 3 Trial version, as well as the 3DS version of Snake Eater. The remake is supposedly being released this year, following an official PlayStation trailer that included Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater in 2024's release window. The second part in Konami's Metal Gear Solid Legacy series, presented by David Hayter himself, is said to be focusing on Delta, where we might hopefully be getting more exciting details, and perhaps some new footage from the game.
Coming up, we'll delve into the epic, long-awaited remake of what many fans consider to be the best game in the entire franchise.
During their production hotline event, Konami confirmed that a major video presentation for the Metal Gear series will be happening soon, and is said to feature some pretty big announcements, so we can expect Delta's release date to be officially revealed very soon, perhaps during this upcoming presentation, or throughout the Legacy series itself. And finally, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater will be multi-platform, and will be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And that brings us to the end of today's video. What are your thoughts on Delta Snake Eater? Do you believe this game will live up to your expectations? And if yes, what are you looking forward to the most in this long-awaited remake? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video and enjoy all things Metal Gear, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll make sure to return the favor with content you won't find anywhere else. Thank you all for watching. Until we meet again, PythonSelkan out.